Hello everyone. Today I am here to discuss on the topic light. So this is one of the very important topic in science. Before starting the discussion, let me introduce myself first. My name is Tutumani. I did my graduation in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Now let us start our topic. The topic of today's discussion is light. Okay, so this is one of the important topic because this topic is correlated with the class 10 and 12 also. Okay, so to discuss this topic I have made some contents. The contents are, first of all, we are going to see introduction of the light, then we will see classification of objects, then we will see some phenomenon of lights, then we will see at last properties of lights. Okay, so let now start with the topic light. So what is light? Is it a source, a device? Actually the light is a kind of energy. We have so many forms of energy such as potential energy, kinetic energy, electrical energy, okay, such that light is also a form of energy. Okay, now how light help us? Okay, so it is basically help us to visualize the objects. Okay, you can imagine a dark room, right? Without light inside a dark room, anything will not be visible. Okay, so only with the light the things are visible. Okay, now let's come to the next topic, that is classification of objects. Okay, students, basically we are classified the objects in terms of light, luminous and non-luminous. Okay, so luminous objects are those objects which can produce itself a light. Okay, so as for example sun, the sun can produce light itself. Okay, so those types of objects are known as luminous objects. On the other hand, which objects are not able to produce themselves a light, those objects are known as non-luminous objects. Okay, as for example the moon cannot produce themselves light. Okay, but one question is that if non-luminous objects cannot produce themselves light, then how it can be visible? Okay, to understand that question, I have a figure, that is figure 1. You can see here. Okay, so here a ray of light coming from the sun fall on the moon. Okay, so that ray of light reflected from that moon. Okay, so when that reflected ray enter into the human eye, at that time the moon is visible to human. Okay, that is the meaning of this figure is that with the phenomenon of reflection of light, the non-luminous objects are visible to us. Okay, so basically with the reflection phenomenon, non-luminous objects are visible to us. Okay, now let's come to the next topic, that is phenomenon of lights. Okay, so we have various phenomenon of lights. Out of that we are considering two types of phenomenon, that is reflection and refraction. Now come to the figure number 2. Here we are drawing like a reflection of lights. Okay, so reflection means it is a bounce back of a ray of light to its same medium. Okay, we have a source of light here. When a ray coming from this source of light and it fall on an object, and after falling the ray is reflected back towards the same medium. Okay, this phenomenon is known as reflection of light. Okay, we can see here two angles. Okay, namely they are incident angle and reflected angle. Accordingly, this ray is known as incident ray and this reflected ray is known as reflected ray. Okay. Now, according to law of reflection, the incident angle and the reflected angle both are equal. Okay. Now come to the next type of phenomenon, that is refraction. Okay. Refraction basically tell us the changing of direction of ray when it passes across interface of two medium. Okay. Suppose this is medium 1, this is medium 2, and this is our interface of medium. When a incident ray coming from source, when it meets at both interface of medium, then the ray of light will change its direction slightly. Okay. So this ray will change direction towards the normal if the medium 2 is greater, density of medium 2 is greater than the density of medium 1. Okay. So such that refraction is basically changing of direction of a ray of light when it passes across interface of two mediums. Okay. So this was the basic two phenomenon of lights. Now let's come to our last topic, that is properties of light. Okay, we have already discussed one property, that is the energy. Okay, means light is a form of energy. Okay, the next one is light is always travels in straight line. Okay, light cannot bend. Okay. And the last properties of the light is that it can form shadow. Okay, when light falls on any object, then some shadows forms. Okay, so students, this were the basic introductory part of lights. Okay, we can see more concepts on later classes. Okay, I hope you all are enjoying this video and liking this video. Thank you everyone.